Do you love John Carpenter's The Thing, but wish there were a comedy redneck version where the thing eats barflies and Boy Scouts? Then this book is for you. Hey, welcome to the Book Crypt. It is time for another horror comedy book review. Today we're going to talk about Suckerville by Chris Sorensen. This is a story of J.D. Speers. When we meet him, he is totally not a hero. His life is an absolute mess. He's in jail. He's sleeping off a bender. He's recently divorced and his wife has left him and taken absolutely everything from him. He can't keep a job. Everybody thinks that he's unreliable. They can't count on him. Everybody's mad at him and they're waiting for him to get his life together, which he just can't do. And of course, he's got bigger problems on the horizon, like those bloodthirsty giant leech creatures that just ate a couple of newlyweds down by the river and then snacked on a scout troop that was having their annual camp out in the woods. JD has just convinced his best friend Rowdy to go to his ex-wife's house and steal his Airstream trailer. So yeah, JD makes a lot of bad decisions, but that's part of what makes him lovable. So now they're on the lam and they decide to hide the trailer on a very narrow one-lane road in the middle of the woods, which always ends well in horror, right? They're driving through the woods and they hit something with the car. And of course they think it's a deer, but we know that it's absolutely not a deer. And worse, there's another car coming on that narrow road and there's nowhere to go, so the car hits them. Lucky for JD, that other car, two hot babes spill out and they just happen to be the Huckleberry Beer Girls who are on their way to do a promotional gig at a bar. And it just happens to be the same bar where Rowdy and JD were gonna go after they ditched the Airstream trailer. Okay, so JD and Rowdy offered to give the girls a ride to the bar. Unfortunately, that thing that they hit that was totally not a deer, that was totally one of those bloodthirsty leech creatures, decides to come up on the grill and attack them. And they're like, holy crap, what is this thing? So like any normal person, they all pile in the truck and they hightail it out of there. They head to the bar. Unfortunately, the thing they ran over hitched a ride. So it attacks them in the parking lot, and then the four of them decide to go into Docks, barricade the door, and hunker down. Okay, so they're in the bar. They have convinced the regulars that there is actually a threat, and they all decide to fight off the mysterious, crazy creatures that are trying to get inside to rip them apart and do horrible things to them. And as you know, this is where things get crazy, so I'm not going to spoiler it for you. Okay, so what follows in the bar is gory and graphic, and the creature descriptions and what happens to the bodies of the people when they are attacked and creaturized is very well done, but it's also very funny. It's like a hillbilly version of The Thing with a lot of laughs. So it also makes us really root for JD and hope that he actually heroes up, which I will spoiler, he does hero by the end of the book. Ghouls, I love this book so hard. It is so well done. It's a creature feature with a lot of blood and guts and a lot of heart. Okay, if you like this, Chris also has a couple other books. There's one more in this series so far, and it's called Bee Tornado. And he also has a title called Mad Scientists of New Jersey that you might also like. All right, Ghoul, that's it for today's Book Crypt. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked it, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and if there's a book that you would like me to review for the Book Crypt, send me a note. Until next time, creep it real.